what's going on. I'm a ex-soldier trying to live my life, and I'm struggling. And I know that I was the best physical fitness soldier, and I'm pretty smart. How the fuck aren't things going my way fully? How are these people that have done less have more money and get more opportunities? It's because I'm being stalled out. Because I'm not sitting there playing online and doing no freaking what's that shit that people do? Um, I'm not doing stock. I'm not doing anything else other than trying to figure out how to defend us.
Oh, the
Because this is
stock,
my work.
yeah.
This is my work. This is my life. This is me. If your thing is stocks or your thing is running a store, my thing is protecting our ass from white collar criminals. I designed myself to do that because I realized that was a problem. White collar crimes get you more money. If you're going to do a crime, do a white collar crime, as my teacher told me. But they also affect and hurt the
Yeah.
most people. That's it. So I'm fine.
Have
I
you
just need,
ever done stock though?
huh? No, I don't. I don't care
Have
about
you
any of those.
ever done?
Nope, I don't care about any of those things because every other thing that I've delved into, from sales to everything, everything has been a scam. Nothing has ever done anything like that for me other than work, hard, laborious work.
Hmm.
That's the only thing that's ever given me
Oh
money.
yeah,
Or
I know.
I mean, I do deserve it. If you want an intellectual, you want to pay an intellectual to speak on some subjects, sure, pay me. But
Mhm.
that's not what they do. They try to do whatever they can to criminalize me so that they can say that whatever I say is bullshit. That's what they've been doing with people throughout history. That's what they did to Jesus. You don't know that's what they did?
Yeah.
That's what they did. And then they gave you a bullshit. They gave us a bullshit ass King James version, which was made by King James for the purposes of King James, who was a religious persecutor who wanted control over his people, just like Trump does. Just like Trump went and had that book and held up that Bible, whatever, and selling Bibles. It's exactly the same shit. Won't be long before he goes around trying to do the Mandela effect on the Bible and changing the wording, just like King
Yeah.
James.
And it's. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Well, I'm gonna tell you how I feel, man. Like I feel,
And
bro.
whatever I'm
It's
telling
it's
you,
all a
whatever I'm telling
scam,
you, by
you
the
know.
way, whatever I'm telling you, by the way, isn't how I feel. It's the facts of the history of the knowledge of an all-encompassing knowledge that I have. And this is where, if anybody ever takes the
Oh
same
yeah.
trip, if anybody ever takes the same trip I do and studies for forensics, that's what they'll run into if they're not being biased. I'm mixed. How could all these police be around here being white and go to school for the same shit I do and not know that
Mm.
I'm saying? They're lying to you. That's why they're
Oh
colluding.
yeah, yeah. There,
They're,
you know, there's a lot of man. This topic is like
it's it's needed. The right put in.
bro. This topic can be hours long. But something for sure that I will want to say that everything is a scam, bro. I'm gonna tell you why everything is a scam.
I'm not.
When it comes to stock market,
Somebody, I can listen to all that, but I'm telling you first off, firsthand, it's whenever somebody's directly coming, like I don't have to come over there, right? But if I send a disease your way purposefully, I'm the president and I send a disease your way, it exists, but I'm going to stop all the protections to keep it from coming your way. It's coming. That's what he did. The last president, the
yeah.
current president, do that. That's what I mean. Okay, everything's a scam. Okay, fine. But one person's trying to kill you here at home and abroad, wherever you're at, he's trying to.
Mhm.
That's what I mean. So go ahead, but I mean it like in all seriousness, 100%. I know. I know because it's what he did already. I know because I know their people. I know their history. I know his people.
I get you, bro.
His
I
dad and
get
him
you,
were never in
man.
the military. My dad and me were in the military. My grandpa was in the military. People that weren't in the military want to
Yeah, yeah.
disrespect. They don't know what the fuck is going on.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
know.
bro.
I
I
study.
Yeah, like
I'm still studying. What do you think I'm
yeah,
doing right
bro.
now?
Like
Studying,
you know,
doing work, talking about prisons. I know what an inmate is. I know what a crime is. I know when we've been violated. I already got my tenure working at the prison. I already been in the army. I already trained police. I know. They want you to think I
yeah.
don't.
You, you know, and that's the thing that um the country needs to work on. Like there's a lot of immigrants, for example, that went to the army at a certain
All of us are
time, and then they got deported.
immigrants to America.
You
All
know?
of us. Indians were immigrants one time, a long
Yeah,
time
like
ago. All immigrants.
like yeah, like there's a lot of stories of that, but there's a lot of stories that a lot of immigrants
Here it is.
went and they got deported.
We're all immigrants, but Trump is a German.
Ah,
Come in here, and Elon is an African.
yeah.
Rafael Ted Cruz is a Cuban-born Canadian immigrant.
Oh yeah.
Texas. No, look at that.
Elon is the South.
All three of those motherfuckers
Elon,
are not us. They're not
yeah,
us. They're stirring up shit, but they're
yeah,
not us.
yeah. There's a whole different. Yeah, yeah. I got you. It's a whole different continent. Yeah, yeah. I got you, man.
It's
I
not
know
just a
what you're talking
it's
about,
not just
bro.
a different country. These people are harboring within them something else. Something. It's like
Mm.
if I had thoughts of you. If I had thoughts of like, man, I hate dirty Mexicans. I want to fucking kill them. If I had, and I don't. But if I had that thought and you never knew it, and then one day it came to fruition and somebody tried to warn you about me, that's what I'm telling you about him.
Yeah. You know, that's been a bro. That's been a problem.
I
And
want to
not
tell him
Mexicans, but
because y'all were once
look,
considered white.
not just
Already
Mexicans.
Mexicans were once considered white until white people for economic gain went around doing the same bullshit they're trying to do
Look,
today.
not just Mexicans, bro,
I
but
know they did it to Italians
Hispanics
too. They did it
altogether.
to
Because
Italians and Mexicans.
because yeah, yeah. I'm gonna tell you why. Because ever since everyone that speaks Spanish in that country, they want to label them as Mexicans.
They want to
So
denigrate you. That's what
you
it is. The
know,
word they're trying to do is denigrate. Put you
yeah,
down a
yeah.
level. If a
No,
girl's
yeah,
good,
yeah.
even if you're like hot and you know how to rap or whatever you're good or whatever, you praise Jesus, whatever. They're trying to denigrate you so that when she has an option, she looks left, she looks right. She's gonna go to the white person because they made you look bad and you allowed them to. You know,
Uh-huh.
through semantics
Well,
and credit syncretism. They want you to evolve towards them. They want you to be, even though they get their shit from ancient sources, they want you to only give them the love and the knowledge, give them the respect while they beat you down and get you
it,
sick, while they sell you food that is not good
it's
for
a
you. All these tactics, they want you to love them.
it's a hard like it's a hard topic for sure, bro. But I mean, I I don't know. I don't like to say because the white or the black, like
I know you
the
don't,
race thing is not really
but
my thing
Trump for it's not our thing.
because
It's Trump's thing particularly, and he's pushing it onto people that have already been affected. They're trying not to think about that shit, and he's making them think about it and making them think that they should get retribution on us, even though we already got retribution on them for being
yeah,
wrong, enslaved.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it might be a Trump thing, but you know, a Trump thing is not a race thing, in my
But with
opinion.
Trump, it's
Like
race.
for
With Trump, it's
him, like,
believe it or not, whether your
well,
opinion,
well,
it
well,
is,
no,
it
no,
is this.
no, 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 no. Wait, wait, wait. The way I look at things, like I don't look at things as a race thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what Trump is thinking. I'm
I,
saying, chinga. I know Trump. I know he a crazy dude, whatever. But I'm saying, yeah, he might, think about he might be more for a race, whatever. But no, no, I don't look at things like that. But yeah,
I don't
a
either,
lot of
but
people think
I
that.
attacking me. I knew because when I was in Iraq, I knew because when I was in Iraq, I could see the people and something was similar and different at the same time. And I'm like, and then I come back home and I could see the similarities.
Yeah,
That's why I know. And then I found out that we were stealing artifacts
yeah,
there. And then I know about our King James version. Then I know about their ancient myth of Adapa and where Adam and Eve come from. There was no Eve.
oh, fine.
Where all that came from, now I know.
Yeah,
Adam was pretty much locked up in a garden. It wasn't. That's kind of what it appears like if we're gonna retell it in a way that's more comprehensible. And then he gets out of the fucking garden
yeah,
because he gets the book of knowledge. At least as far as that goes for the Christian version. On the old version, he already had the knowledge. On the myth of Adapa, the Iraq version, the story from where all this shit comes from before Israel, before they were even around, the stuff where they got it from.
yeah,
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 was alone. There was no woman, and Adam didn't set out no garden, even though there is a tree. over there. There's something called the tree of life, but you
mm,
are the tree of life.
mm.
You are the thing that grows and gets smarter and grows and ever expanding. And so that's what they're doing. They're
Oh
just
yeah.
saying that they got it from there. And then behind there's Eridu. It's a temple there, a ziggurat. Right behind it is Eridu, where Adam lived.
Mm.
All the evidence is still there, but they had us
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
We're destroying and stealing it and taking it to the British museums. My question is, are we still colonials? Are we still under British rule and then given all this education of a sort to make us think that we're not, and so that we continue to help
Um,
be colonials?
yeah.
That's
And
that's
I
the scary
mean,
part about the whole thing. Like, whoever thought that that
like
would be?
like like I get your point, man, and you know,
Because I had to work in prison,
I know what
deal
you're
with prison.
talking about,
We
you know?
we have to handle either a prisoner, or if you work training police, you have to handle the bad guys. So whenever I see a bad guy, I'm like, hey, that's
Yeah.
definitely a bad guy. What the hell are we doing? You know, like, oh, you don't know. Let you talk to the
Hey,
detective. I don't need to talk to the fucking detective. I train police. How the fuck am I not gonna know when I see a criminal? A real, and I don't care about the ones that are doing a little bit of
oh
weed.
yeah.
I want the big boy, you know, because they're the ones that hurt us the
Yeah,
most.
yeah, man.
Yeah, that's all. It's not nothing unhealthy. It's not like I have a bad spirit. It all comes with good spirit. It's, but even God, even
Nah,
Jesus,
yeah. I
you know, even Jesus
yeah,
told. Hmm.
I get like I understand what you're talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I want to say, bro? Like, it don't matter if Trump come into office, anyone come into office. It don't matter.
Remember Hitler?
You know, you can't, us, you as the citizen of the US, because I'm a citizen too, but man, we have the vote, right?
We
So,
have but he stole it. No, he stole it. I know he did. I know. I know
well,
how he. I know. I got the evidence.
mm,
But go ahead. I know what he did.
well, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's say everything is corrupted, everything's going a way
That he's trying.
that is
Look,
going.
we've
There's
been a
nothing that.
we've been a decent country for like the last 16 years before he was in office, and then when he came in office, we got COVID. COVID existed, and the only reason why we got it is he denied it.
Mhm,
Continue without saying, "Hey, this is serious. We need to get our shots," which would a serious president would do.
mhm.
I would do that. I know because I fucking have to. I had to be a leader. I had to be. I'm a leader. I'm just not trying to. I don't want. I wanted to just tell you guys calmly. I've been telling y'all calmly, but ain't nobody listening. So I get upset. Of course I get upset.
Yeah.
Jesus cried because he was upset. How am I going to change this situation? How do I tell these people? How do I change this? Nope. It looks like there's only one path, and I know that path. But god damn it, I don't want to have to fucking take that path. God, why'd you put this on me? But that's the same exact way I feel, and it's the same exact shit that's gonna happen to me because I've been telling you guys, you ain't listening. Didn't help Jesus, didn't help me, didn't help Sam Houston. I mean, there are some people that try to do what they could do, and you can. But these people, they're coercing and they're having y'all look at the King James version, the tyrant version, the religious persecution version, so that you weaken yourself. So when they come in, you're weak, so they can grab you and they take you and they can kill you and they can do anything. They can give you a disease and lie to you and say they're not. They can gaslight you, gerrymander, steal your elections, everything, be criminals, and then get away with crimes. 16 fake electors getting away over there in Detroit and in Georgia because they work for the system of which they had to turn themselves into, which gave them a slap on the wrist and let them go like the next day for federal crimes.
Taylor say Taylor said you are right. They waited and they didn't warn anyone.
Exactly. They didn't.
You know
And
what? You
I'm
know
on
what, bro? To be honest, bro. Look, look. This is you know this is my insight of this, bro. How the U.S. operates. It don't matter. Maybe we're gonna have different presidents. I don't know.
if it
You know,
operated
because
that
every
if
president is different.
it operated that way, I wouldn't if it operated that way, I wouldn't have been able to catch him. There would have been no paper trail. But there's a
No,
paper trail
no,
of
no,
people
no,
that
no,
were convicted and
no, no.
if it was the way it works,
Yeah, I got
would
you. But
have any of that, and it is. There is a lot of it, a lot, like too much that for me.
I got
To,
I I got you, bro. But listen, U.S. is not U.S. is not a country that is not about it's not productive. It's more about consuming. You
that's
know,
that
consuming is that
yes, but that's the
look.
design.
Consuming is that listen. Consuming is that they buy more. You know, consumer country. You know, it's more like China.
Core
You
company,
know, they're
core countries.
China.
I get it.
Mhm.
That's not. But I'm
Yeah,
trying to.
yeah.
Doesn't
W-
have to be. I'm not. I'm trying to just say simply
No.
put, it doesn't have to be that way. We have everything, and there's certain people that will steal power. We have everything. We have all the problems with obesity, the problems with health.
Mm.
That's all because
Okay.
they're feeding us and they
Okay.
know they're doing it. And that's rich people telling scientists to do it. They're like me. If I worked for them, they would tell me, Adam, help me figure out a way to lie to the people so we can sell this. So they bring up a box of Apple Jack cereal. And in Mexico, I think they use
Mm.
real fruit flavoring.
That's
And
a
in
whole
here,
that's a
they
whole
use
diff
fake fruit
that's
flavoring.
a whole different sector. That's a whole different sector. What I was mentioning, but yeah, you're right.
It's all connected.
But what I'm telling you is that
They own like the five major businesses.
listen, bro. Listen, bro. China is the most exporting country in the world. Everyone gets goods from China, biggest one in the world.
Okay.
And you can go look back in history. China was poor about 50 years ago. Man,
Yeah.
it's like the
Right. It's called
where
the
I'm at
economic.
right now.
It's
They
called the
were they were
invisible
bro. Their
in class.
economy was
In
yeah.
class, the word is
Listen.
invisible economic.
Their economy was trash.
I can believe it.
Okay, what
Ours
has
was
China has been doing?
economic hand. I keep
You
trying to say
know,
the word. Therefore, you're going to ask the same question 3 or 4 times. I gave you direct answer. I said it's the invisible economic hand. You learn it in sociology. You learn it in economics. That's the answer. That's how we all get better.
mm,
Whenever somebody lies, if I want something from over there that you have, instead of me going and stealing it, I say, hey, let's
mm,
make a trade or let me buy it. But if I fucking come and steal it or I get you
yeah,
sick by disease just so I can come and take it, I'm an evil fucking person. And that's not what I'm doing.
mm,
I'd rather do a trade with you. And the invisible economic hand allows for that.
mm.
And then over time, if you could
There's
just see it
a
on the graph, if you could see it on the graph with all this trade and stuff, you
mm,
work it right, everything could be just
mm.
fine. But it's those lies and everything that we
And
have to recalculating for by the rich
well,
that
yeah,
scientists like with the taser.
yeah,
Taser definitely can kill somebody. American Heart Association says that if you get the prongs right here, the heart's caught between the 50,000 volts,
mm,
yes, kill a
mm,
person between with the heart in between. And then they hired some scientists to come up with a word to protect them in court, and it's called excited delirium. And it's not because some good officer was going out
and
there and somebody by accident killed them. It's because bad officers are wanting to abuse their power and to taser the fuck out of somebody, even whenever they're not supposed to be doing that. And it leads to those people's deaths. My death, your death, anybody's death. Kneeling on people's neck, they want to do it. They shouldn't do it, but they want to do it.
yeah,
Even in situations where they shouldn't be doing it, like George Floyd. I know what it's saying is if you don't stand up for those people they've wronged, these people are going to wrong you in the same way. And who's going to be able to protect you? When they're going to be like, hey, no, remember, he thought that it should be handled this way. Now we're handling him. He agreed with us, so it's okay. That's their mind.
bro.
You
That's
got
been yeah. That's something. I know what you're saying. That's something that's never gonna change in USA.
oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna tell you why. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because you always have those different politics. You know, there's
we have
people
jails,
that don't want the
we have jails,
immigrants,
we have
and there's
jails and
people that
we have jails and prisons for a reason, and they didn't lock up those fake electors, and they didn't lock up those people after the Confederacy. And because we don't punish those people when they're wrong, that's why. It's not like we're never going to stop it. No, we don't stop it because we never punish those people that have been doing that to us. And I'm not empowered to be doing it,
yeah,
but I know
the system the system is not right. If the system was right, shit would be taken care of, but it's not.
it's hard.
That's
It's
this is
hard.
why.
It's hard because Trump's going around and having conversations with these people, sometimes behind closed doors and stuff.
Mhm.
and going to these different states and making a
mm,
web. He's making a web of connections of people in government positions to violate their own oath.
Trump, Trump or not, it's always a corruption in the system. When you go to the
Not everybody. I mean,
penitentiaries, everything,
I know
there's
no president. I know of no
there's
president.
the there's
I know of no president. I know of no president in the last 16 years that denied a
this is
virus, allowed it to. I know of no president that has denied a virus and allowed them to come in and kill us. I know of no president in the last 16
this
years,
is
20 years, 38 years of life to kill us here
this
at
is
home.
okay. The virus is a whole different thing.
No,
But
it's not.
listen to what I'm gonna
No,
tell
for
you.
instance, you don't know
Mm,
life. I'm telling you, you don't know life. Everything is connected. Everything's connected way more than you can ever imagine. It's connected.
mm.
Everything's connected.
Yeah, everything. Listen. Yeah, everything is connected, but everything has its whole like. There's a level one, a level two. Like there's categories.
This
You know what I'm saying?
motherfucker's on level like 129 of the criminal code. That's what he's like. If you're going to fight a boss, like a main boss or whatever, and you're talking
Yeah,
about evil,
and look,
you're talking about
eh,
evil. Somebody planning
and
to do
look.
some shit,
I'm not.
other level of evil. He's just getting there. He's not there yet because he doesn't have that full power. I am telling you, the motherfucker, his
Yeah,
mind, the shit that he's been saying, and the shit. If you decipher, if you go and translate Hitler's words, those are fucking Hitler's words. America first was what those KKK people were walking around with on the signs when they were wearing hoods back in the day.
what's
I
up,
got pictures.
David? Yeah, man. Look, like I don't like Trump, bro. I don't like Trump, but I think we'll see because now he's talking about the tariffs. Okay,
That was dumb.
listen
Tariffs.
to listen. I'm gonna say I think he's better for the economy, but now he's talking about he's gonna slap 25% tariff on
How
Mexico.
good for the
Just an
economy?
example.
Listen, how
Wait,
can you be good for the
wait,
economy?
wait, wait, wait,
High
wait, wait.
science. How can you be good for the economy?
No, no, no,
High science.
no, no, no.
You allow your people to die, and then your whole country shuts down, and other countries shut down.
It, yeah. That was before, but now when he's mentioning the
He's still not
25 tariff,
about
I'm
science.
gonna tell you why.
He's still stupid about
Mm,
science. He hasn't learned shit in the last. He has a bachelor's degree, and he's
mm,
pretending. He had that conversation. I've shared it on my Instagram,
mm,
and I've shared it on my Twitter, my
mm,
TikTok and Twitter. There's the conversation that his little girl, his child, his own child recorded. No, I'm sorry, the child of that Kennedy guy recorded Kennedy talking to
yeah.
Trump in a speakerphone, and they were talking about the
Mm,
COVID virus,
mm,
talking about, hey, you remember we talked about this years ago.
mm. I know. Look, listen. 25%. If he was to slap 25% more tariffs on Mexico, he's gonna be the worst fuck up ever in the presidential history.
That's
Listen,
not him.
and I'm
That's
gonna
not
tell
his.
you why.
That's not his.
Listen.
He doesn't care.
Because
I'm telling
80%,
you,
80%,
he has
bro,
money. I'm telling you, he
bro,
doesn't care.
listen real quick.
You don't get it. He wants us to hurt. You don't get it. He wants us to hurt. He doesn't care that what we're saying is the truth. Just like
Mm,
most of y'all don't care when I tell you MERS and SARS are the predecessors to COVID. He doesn't care. I know. I know you're right, but he doesn't care. That's why I'm trying to tell
I
you.
got you. I
He's
got
been
you. That's what I'm
keeping
trying
on.
to explain to you.
But go ahead, yeah. But he don't care about it. But I know. I want to hear it. But
I
he doesn't.
got you, bro. I got you. I'm not like I'm not against you on that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just trying to talk about the tariffs.
If I'm wrong, I'll
You
tell you
know,
I'm wrong.
before
I don't. I didn't know about tariffs. Thought about tariffs. You could
no
tell me.
say I'm not
I don't.
saying you're wrong. I'm saying before I used to think whenever he was talking all that because I made a lot of money when Trump was in office. I made a lot of money in the stocks. Okay, a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie. 24, 25K. I made money like you just don't know. People tell
What
people
stock did you buy?
if you were like
What stock did you buy into?
that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know about that.
What
So
stock did
this
you
is
buy?
why I'm talking about it
What
because
stock did you buy?
a lot of people are like, what is stocks? the majority of the
Which stock did
American
you buy in?
population don't know nothing. Huh?
What stock did you
I
buy
bought
in?
all kinds of stocks. Tesla. I bought whatever is gonna shoot up. Amazon. I bought so many stocks. I
And
make
stock
crazy money.
the stock shot up during the stock
Mm.
during the COVID. So it's okay for him to give us a
Yes.
virus. No,
When
hold on. It's okay.
when
Hold on. It's okay for him to give us a virus as long as you make money. That's what he's trying to.
I don't know the virus. Look, this is
So
not
the
about
best,
the virus. We're talking about look. The virus doesn't matter. A lot of people made a lot of money. A lot of people claim the virus is false,
it's not false.
right?
Okay,
Okay, but you remember when you used to work remember we used to work out there in
Surf Pro.
what do you
Yep,
call it?
Surf Pro isn't
Surf
full on,
Pro?
but yes,
Yeah, man. You know, they used to send us out there like, oh bro, I don't know if you were still there. They used to tell me, hey, go out there and
this is a biology book.
do this COVID
Should I go to
do
the
this COVID
chapter
cleanup. Hmm.
for viruses? It should be something
Do
like
this
chapter.
COVID. I didn't take this. That's why it's breaking down. It will be changed. What he doesn't understand is that we are all brothers and sisters
Yep,
around the world,
yep.
Taylor
That's true.
says.
We are all brothers and
I didn't
sisters.
take that stuff, bro. You didn't it is false. And you know, the only reason I took the COVID shots and all that so I can come to the
Here we go.
Philippines
Viruses.
to be
Viruses, how they work.
my
Motherfuckers fucking with me. One to talk about we don't know how viruses work, but I fucking have it right here. Look at this big ass fucking book. Look at this big ass fucking book, chapter 19. I just switched to it. Look at the different ways that a virus can. Look at all this shit. Look, look. If
bro,
motherfuckers telling me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
those books.
That's why I'm fucking pissed. No, I fucking know because I saved my own fucking life and I protected myself. How the fuck do you think I got a house? How the fuck do you think I got here and everybody
Bro,
around me
those
suffering?
books,
Sister suffering, my dad, because they don't know they're under attack. I
bro,
know. And because, no, hold on. Because I know they're under attack. That's why I
bro,
went and
those books are made by the government. Who else is making those books?
dude, like, you're using a fucking phone right now, aren't you? Doesn't phone have a technology? Doesn't it have
Who,
a man of the way that it works? It has a method. Whenever you go about doing
who
your
else
little,
is
now hold on, when you do your videos and stuff for your live, for all your other stuff, you have a method to your madness. We've discussed it.
Mhm.
Okay, so everything's created in some kind of way. It's not to think that I'm angry with you. I'm angry with people being ignorant whenever I fucking know and I'm showing you. And you just want to say whatever you want to say to defend a criminal, a fraud, a convicted molester. Yet my dad could go to prison. Your brother can go to prison. Other
Ah,
people can go to prison for
I know where
less.
you.
Why don't we let your brother be the
Yeah,
fucking president, huh? Why don't we let him be the president, right? Let any other criminal be the fucking president.
I know what you're talking about. Like I'm not
President,
mad at
huh?
you for what
I don't got
like
nothing on my fucking record. I got nothing on my record. It got dismissed, but I was kicked off of campus because some guy looked up a case that was dismissed and then sent cops to my house. For what?
no yeah. I
Case. They're racist, I'm telling you. And there are about 4 or 5 or 6 to 10 incidences where they use criminal trespass 3405 wrongfully. And why do I know? Because you saw the biology book. Bam. Texas Codes and Politics. No, not Texas Code. Texas
yeah,
Criminal Book. And here is where's the one for criminal trespass?
I got you.
Criminal trespass. Right there. And they've used it
I
wrongfully.
got you, bro. Like I understand you. I know what you're talking about. I'm not saying like when you say they're racist, bro, like I don't even like look.
I mean, they took my dad when I was 5 years old. I mean, they've been chasing me down until I got to this fucking house. And then when I got to this house, they're gonna force that motherfucker in there to be president because I was right the whole time and I made the moves I needed to move to get here. And this is base. This isn't where I want to be necessarily, but it's where I'm allowed to be. And it's a house that gives me the space of which I had the last time when I was with the girlfriend that I could only get whenever I'm dating a white girl or friends with a white guy. A racist white one at that. This guy here happens to be my landlord, happens to
Mm.
not be the white guy. A cool one. Good. They've been treating him bad too because he's not one of them and neither am I.
It's not
Oh,
about color though, my bro.
I'm mixed.
You know, that's something that you will learn in America. It don't matter if he's white, black, even Mexicans. There's some Mexicans that think they're white or Americans. I don't even know how to say it.
The
But
only two I made after all this shit. One was a white guy that was Irish that had a Nazi like tattoo on his foot, and I was like, that don't make sense. They didn't give your people the 40 acre and a mule that promised them
Mhm.
when they first came to America back then. But that was the claim. Then the
Well,
other guy was American, all for
well,
Trump. I was
that's
like, they want to kill you and murder you and put a lot of stress on Mexico instead of actually being friendly with Mexico. And that's why we have the problems we have with Mexico because of racist presidents, not because of you know we're all the same people.
yeah.
From that side of the world. We all come from that side of the world. What the fuck are we doing fighting and arguing? Is because some racist white people want the leg up on you.
Well, when it comes
They want the leg
to
up on you, but they
well, I
have
mean,
it 3 years straight in a row. They want to claim they're so tough. 3 years in a row over there in the military, beating them. I was just competing with myself. But if I come back home, they're gonna claim that they're white supremacists. Motherfucker, you never beat me. And you want to beat me, go beat those scores. As I'm getting older, when I'm 90, box you like Jake Paul wouldn't have boxed Mike Tyson. That's what all that shit is. It's all an attempt to steer things in the narrative in the direction of which benefits those white people and makes them look like they're the winners and that they're superior to all the other brown and black people. That's why boxing older people, that are people at the end of, or people in a different sport. That's why he's not boxing real boxers because he wants the leg up. He's
you know,
been friends with Mike Tyson and learning how to box on the side to try to become popular from knocking
you,
people out that already passed their prime. That's where it all connects. That's where it
you
connects. It's
know,
even
we all know USA is built of immigrants, So I understand the core of where you're coming from.
we're all immigrants.
Um
Even Trump. His name isn't even Trump.
yeah, we're all
Trump.
immigrants.
His name is Trump. It's Drumpaf. Drumpf. That's his.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a German, straight up.
An example an
Supposedly had like the
example is one of the guys he has on his team is Elon Musk when he's from South Africa. That tells you a lot.
and his dad was stealing gems because he wasn't
You
paying
know,
the
Elon
wasn't paying.
Musk, I don't know about Elon Musk, and I don't fucking care to learn about him.
Like I learned
But
about him. He came in through
he's
Canada.
not,
Created
he,
PayPal and he made some money. He tried to go
you
and get
know,
Russia to buy a rocket
yeah,
from them,
yeah.
but on changing the prices. He kept on trying to get a car company here to build his Tesla, but he learned that they work through planned obsolescence, which is basically test something as much as you can to figure out how it breaks and how long it takes before it breaks. And then they put those parts in certain phones and certain systems and certain cars so that way they break. So that way you got to come back and get another one. And then he found that out and he
Yeah,
created this.
Elon Musk is an immigrant, like every other person that it's probably 80, 85, 90% of the population in the USA. I don't know.
100% of us are immigrants. All of us, Native Americans, every
Exactly.
are immigrants to America. We all started like in Manu Cave 1, Manu Cave 2 in Africa, at some stage like that, because they found Lucy, one of the oldest that we found so far. They may have found another one, but one of the oldest bodies that we found, like skeletal figures, is what they refer to as Lucy. And they have her standing up. They have like
Yeah.
kind of like this, and they put whatever bones they can, and they found however they could put it, and they stand up the body, so it made it look like it was walking. And you can look it up because it exists. It exists. You can even probably go check it out. And then what? Go chip off a piece if they let you, and then do DNA. Oh, yep, this is real. You know, that's our story. Our
Yeah.
story. Yeah, we are evolved creatures. Creatures.
Mm,
We somewhere between
mm.
gods, animals and gods, and that's what we are. We were somewhere in between there. That's why I'm so fucking smart. I'm not fucking God, but I'm smart, and there are
What's
people
up,
smart.
coconut?
Huh? Oh, coconut. I love some coconut. What's up?
No, yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying, bro. But
The guy talking about the
that's
Mexican guy.
something that you can change.
If that's true,
You,
then then then
you know,
then, then maybe my friend here could tell me about viruses and how they work. You could tell me about MERS and SARS and what years they came out, like between 2001 and 2004. Ain't that right, Adam the Goat? You couldn't do that either, could you, Adam the Goat? And shut the fuck up. Anyway, right back where we were,
what
you and me.
what the look when it comes to man when it comes to government, it's
No, I
I
never.
know
No,
your point when you're talking
because
about, but it's something that
when I went to go train police with Ron, I wasn't political. I just went to Iraq and came back. You know, I did all the physical stuff. Top physical fitness person 3 years in a row, from basic to Iraq and back. I didn't know much about it, but whenever he said, "Hey, I'm gonna need some help," promoting this new weapon, the JPX pepper gun, any of these motherfuckers can go look it up. I'm not even on the webpage anymore because of wannabe white supremacism. I didn't know that or that's what he was. But then I went and asked him. He's my boss. I went and trained with him. We went and trained police around the nation. And I said, "Hey man, I got to ask a question because this cop, Chauvin, whatever his name, Derek Chauvin, was
yeah.
kneeling on his neck." And he said, and I said, "I got to ask
Mm,
you, what do you say the Confederacy? Because you know that we weren't supposed to be kneeling on necks." And he said he loved them within like
yeah.
5 seconds. Within 5 seconds, a guy that was like my dad, like I saw as a dad. And I was wondering why I was suffering and not doing so well under somebody that was an ex cop and everything, and why couldn't I get certain positions or get a
Mm,
leg up? It's because the motherfucker wasn't really trying to
mm.
help, trying to help himself.
All I'm all I'm saying is, bro, anyone in the office, it could
All
be
that shit,
anyone
all
else.
that shit never happened.
When they're
All that talk like that never happened until Trump came into office, and that's what he wants. He wants you to say shit like that.
okay, yeah, yeah. But look,
I care about you. What if I
the,
was in office? And then you're going to say, "Oh, Adam and those Democrats, there's Republicans, they don't care." But if I was in there, I'd probably be a Democrat today. The policy switched. Lincoln used to be what is now a Democrat, but back then it's a Republican. Democratic Republican Party, Fusion Party, the Whigs Party. You know, these motherfuckers say that they don't like drags
I,
or gay people, but these motherfuckers, when they started this country, they wore wigs, makeup, and high heels. Anybody that knows America and knows our history knows that's real. What I just said is real. Those motherfuckers wore wigs, they fucking wore high heels, and they wore fucking makeup. I know they fucking did. They did. I'm gonna let you talk, but y'all motherfuckers know they did. I didn't make it up.
it says,
I did.
meanwhile, the weather is nice today in the Philippines. A beautiful day for a walk. Okay,
It looks daytime there. Time here.
okay. What? Wait. Give me a second. What Coconut Guy just said. Meanwhile, the weather is nice today in the Philippines. A beautiful day for a walk. He's right. But let's just take a pause for
He's
that.
level.
What you're talking about.
Good.
Let's just take a pause for what you're talking about. Let's move on to the
Pause it.
tariffs that
Okay.
Trump. Wait. I don't agree with that shit. Like I don't like. I was
I would
leaning
never,
more
look.
towards Trump,
Nobody,
bro.
if nobody was attacking us from within, I wouldn't ever talk to you guys about Trump. But because he is, I am. But if he wasn't,
No, yeah, yeah. Look,
I would say nothing. I was almost going to vote for him. So he
look.
came escalator, and my Texas Politics Today book says they're trying to bring back the Confederacy. And I was like, bullshit, who are they going to have to bring that back? And then I was a Republican. I was a Republican with Ron. I knew nothing about this shit, but I was out training with him. And then he came down later and he said that the Mexicans, that some are, that they're murderers, killers, and some are good people. The same thing for white people then.
I
He was,
look. Listen.
I'm
That's
not making,
okay. That's okay. Trump can say anything. But when it comes to tariffs, let's talk about this topic and then
I
we'll
want to
go back to that topic. All right.
look on this topic. You could take the floor. I'm not the strongest person about talking about tariffs. I wasn't a business owner. You run businesses. I have to figure out people's thing. My thing is forensics. I just go to the experts. Whatever I know the depth of science and history and everything I know, and then I go to the experts and I ask them. But if I pick up on
Yeah.
their bullshit, I
Listen.
Go ahead.
this is why tariffs is important to the Philippines, because I got a lot of Filipino followers. You know, my channel is based on
I see you.
Filipinos,
Perishable.
and well, I have a lot of people from
I believe you too. Correct.
USA too, and Mexico also. So this is why tariffs, if I mean, I don't know if he said it to be tough. Maybe he said it to be like, oh, I got my chest out, man, I'm about to. But listen, 80% of products imported goods to the USA is from Mexico.
I believe it.
GM, Ford, Stellantis, right there. You don't have to say no more. You
Y'all
know
had
the
some awesome.
prices in US.
The Aztecs, the Teotihuacans that built pyramids, just like the Egyptians. Y'all have smart people down there. Tough people.
Exactly, exactly.
Hardworking.
Listen to what I'm gonna tell you. Listen to what I'm gonna tell you. The prices of vehicles right now in the USA, 100K plus. You want to raise the tariffs on the
Thank you. Thank you. My bad.
you should
That's,
die. Ah, okay.
oh, because people
Respect.
these days, yeah, there's no level of respect because this motherfucker took it all away. The shit that existed before Trump just
Mm.
took all of it away. All the love,
Yeah, like
all the connection
yeah,
we
bro.
had.
Like listen, you know, I'm not like I prefer I like don't get me wrong. Are you gonna go ahead and pray or what?
No, my
Look,
God,
don't
no.
get me wrong. Like I prefer Trump than Kamala. But I'm not saying I am with him 100% because of the news. I mean, you're always gonna disagree with what things do,
They're
you
gonna
know.
give us a virus.
And I don't.
Everybody does. Giving us a virus doesn't sound good at all over anybody.
Yeah,
Purposefully giving us a
but
virus that
look.
exists already and denying it, and denying, and then having Kennedy gonna come in and deny the protections next time around. I promise you. I'm warning everybody that's watching and you now.
Uh-huh.
That's what they're gonna do. There's gonna be another virus. There's an Mpox strain coming out. They're gonna pretend it doesn't exist
Yeah, but
and let it.
let's talk about what is gonna affect the economy if he
Yeah,
wants to raise the tariffs 25%. How, you know, I'm gonna tell you something.
that's why
USA
that's
maybe
why I'm not
I'm
caring.
listen, bro. USA defeat China in a battle combat with weapons, bombs, or whatever, but they're never going to defeat China when it comes to a trade war.
The good
Why?
people
I'm gonna tell you why right now.
the good people here do
Eh,
not the good people do not want to fight China, and the good people in China do not want to fight America. That is those Republican
exactly.
MAGA wannabe assholes. I don't want to fight China. I study a Chinese martial arts.
Why?
I love Lee. Why the
Why?
fuck fight China?
Exactly. Why do you? Let me ask you a question. As a ex-soldier, because you went to combat and everything, why do you want to go to battle with China? And your point of view
There is
as
no
a ex-military.
there's no point. There is no point. There is none. As a soldier, there is none. The Japanese the Japanese had helped the Germans, and the Japanese attacked China at one point in time, and then whooped their ass, and that's been that since then. And China's been a good trade partner. They it all started back on the Silk Road. That's how the economic hand works. It's invisible, but when you're doing economics,
Uh-huh.
every they want. If you shut down trade with other countries, you're not going to get what you fucking want.
Exactly.
But what is going to happen? What is going to happen is this: that money is going to revolve around here, and it's going to go back to the five major companies that run and own everything that you know,
Exactly.
don't know. That's what it's going to benefit. That's all. It's going to benefit them, only them. It's not
Exactly. You cannot win a war with China when China is the biggest
But
exporter in the world. There is no win situation. You're gonna
nobody wants
destroy
that
the U.S. economy.
trade war with them. He does. I don't want a trade war. Who the fuck wants a
No.
trade war? Who
Well,
wants a war?
well, that's the government now.
No, look, Trump told Logan Paul, okay, and I watch all kinds of shit. Even if I don't like the fucker, I don't like him now because of what he did and what I know he's doing. And I know the actions because I studied it. Not just him, Texas over here. So here's the thing: he told Logan Paul that he'd never been in a real fight. How is a motherfucker that's never been in a real fight going to want to talk about any kind of war at all?
There is no win-win situation with China, bro. There is no,
There is
and
trade,
this is
trade,
what.
trade is
Listen,
when
listen. This is what USA
they have McDonald's
they've
there.
been fucking up on, bro. They've been fucking up on. They've been sleeping too much.
Two groups of Americans.
Listen, listen.
This ones
The
that are white.
Chinese, the Chinese, and if I'm not mistaken, 1950 centuries.
You've never watched.
I did my
You never watched
history.
a congressional hearing, have you? Have you ever watched a congressional hearing?
Okay.
Look at the Republican side; they're all white, and then look at the Democrat side. That's what I mean. But go ahead. There's two groups.
Hmm. Look, bro. China is the biggest importer in the whole fucking world. It doesn't matter who goes to
Probably
war with him, they're gonna lose. Why? Why? Listen. Why? Because economic, how you say that? Economic wise, make,
yeah, of course they
and
will.
they don't want that.
He knows that.
They don't
He
want that.
he knows.
Exactly.
I'm trying to tell you that
When you
Trump.
in the USA, there's nothing made in the. When have you? It's very rare when you buy something in the USA and it's made in USA. Am I lying or no?
No, you're right. You say Malaysia, China, that's something else.
Everything is made in China, bro. Even the Philippines. The Philippines got a 16%.
Even Bibles,
I don't remember.
Even Trump's Bibles
Mm,
he's selling, those are made in
mm,
China. His daughter is making business over there in China.
mm,
His son-in-law, the daughter's
mm,
husband, made money in Saudi Arabia.
mm.
You know, these places that they don't like. That's why I said he's not talking like a normal person.
US,
He's talking no,
bro.
talking
USA,
code.
USA,
He's talking in code.
USA is only.
Tariffs and it's dumb. If it's dumb, it's because he knows, and if he knows, then why would he do something that would hurt us? Because he wants to hurt us. Because he's German, and Hitler wanted to hurt us,
Mm,
and you don't get it. That's what he is. It's hard to explain to you. Like, think of the baddest Mexican person you could think of, right? And you know that motherfucker's a badass Mexican, and you know everything about him. He's that. Okay, well, think about Germans. Everything that Hitler was, and you know he's that. Okay, you don't see it yet, but I'm telling you, the demeanor, the words, the things he does, the body language,
mm,
all of that, the micro expressions, everything,
mm.
the coded language, all that. That's Hitler shit. It's coded, but it's there. It's like
A lot
telling
of people, yeah, a lot of
tell
a lot of
buddy
people don't
code,
get.
but
A lot of people don't get what. A lot of people, yeah, I got you. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't get all this. The USA. Look, USA is not a country of
I, I
man,
see
what
you.
was that word? I already forgot.
It would be unsafe without
They're
America.
not
That's
a
why
country of
America and not be Trump America.
reproduction. They're not a country of reproduction. They're a country of consuming. What does that mean? That everything they get, they buy.
They do reproduce.
They spend more.
You know where they reproduce? They reproduce in the military. They reproduce stuff there.
Exactly. Exactly. That's where they make their money. That's why USA it's helping Ukraine because it's gonna benefit them. It's like a loan. It's like a
That's
big loan.
Adam Albino, ex-police trainer for the United States, top physical fitness person 3 years in a row from '05 to '08. I was humble, and I got to be unhumble. So if you see me upset and unhumble, and I got my shirt off because I was studying and I've been moving around the house all day and working out and shit, and it's happened to be like this.
Oh
So
yeah.
I don't have my
Oh
shirt
yeah,
off.
yeah. He's an ex-military of the army, right? Is it army or
I was going to be a Navy SEAL.
army? Yeah.
Failed the piss test.
Mm.
We had weed in my system, and then I went to the Army and I failed it with the Navy SEALs. But I passed the ASVAB with them, but I failed the piss test for weed. Weed that
Mm.
was made legal under Richard Nixon, who was caught being a
Mm.
fraud with the Watergate scandal, and then his reelection strategist,
Mm.
like with the COVID stuff, right? His reelection strategist told him that we could have
Ah
said
yeah.
we couldn't make it illegal. We couldn't make it illegal to be against the war. We couldn't make it illegal to be black. So they made marijuana
Keep
illegal.
going.
And yet the guy was caught as being a
Hey
fraud, and we've
bro.
lost over marijuana. That was
Hey
up.
bro. But look, what I'm telling you now, look. Like
So,
a lot of people look
not right now.
this when it comes. Listen. When it comes to the trade wars, everyone is going to lose. I'm gonna tell you why. The Chinese are the number three trade importers for the USA. Mexico being number one. This is just an example, or just a
What if
USA says they want to raise the tariffs on Mexico and USA, Canada, 25%. How the hell are you gonna raise the tariffs on Mexico when you're getting 80% of your goods from that country? It don't make sense, right?
there's only one way?
Because that means that because look, a lot of people don't understand about tariffs. So I'm gonna give an example to all the people on the live. Tariff, yes, the tariff is just an example. This whole thing right here, it's a fucking battery. It don't matter, whatever. In Mexico, you're gonna get it, let's just say for 100 pesos. If they're gonna raise the tariffs on this 25, 30%, whatever, this can double or triple the price.
For,
So
for
what is that
it's
gonna mean? That means inflation is gonna go up.
that means, but that means it would raise the price for wherever it's coming to, right? It would raise the price by
Yeah,
me. So if you're something, so hold on.
exactly. But
Here, my, I'm
but
gonna connect.
listen, but in USA, nothing is made in USA. Am
Yes,
I right or am I wrong?
you're right. That's why I want to ask this.
Exactly.
That's why I want to ask you this.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna
Rest my
connect mine. I'm
case.
gonna connect the two because
Oh, kidding.
that's what I do. So here's the thing. What what if whatever you're sending me, right, from Mexico, like say it's coming from Mexico, and I'm in America, if it's gonna cost me more, me the citizen, more. What if my president has stock in that company in Mexico? So yeah, I'm getting charged more. What
Hmm.
happens to Mexico if I get charged more? Do they get charged less over there? And therefore, if a president here had stock over there or in any other country, in China or something, right? Would that benefit them? I mean, I'm asking.
It's gonna benefit the people higher above. Is it gonna
Now,
benefit Mexico? Yeah, it can. And I'm gonna tell you why it can benefit
Trump,
Mexico because the
Trump, had,
relationship.
Trump,
This
if
is
Trump had stock in Mexico and they sold me a product and
this
he had
is
stock in that company, that's what I'm asking. If
this is why USA is so mad right now because Mexico don't woke the fuck up. Okay, and they're saying, hey, you know what? We're not putting up with your bullshit no more. The
I
last president, now there's a new president in Mexico. Okay. The new
I
president in Mexico, you know what the president said? Hey,
it's a
you're gonna tariff us. You want to raise the tariffs 25%. Are you fucking crazy? You're getting 80% of goods from Mexico and you want to raise the tariffs? That just tells you how corrupt Mexico was before. But Mexico is waking up the fuck up, and USA don't like that shit no more. So what is Mexico doing now? Their relations with China is more like this. China is using Mexico as a back door to import their goods over there. For example, they bring wood from China unassembled. They take it to Mexico. Mexico assembles it, and then they could rebadge it as made in Mexico. They're gonna send it through USA with lower tariffs because the agreement from Mexico, USA, and Canada it's the lowest ever. So it's a win-win situation for China. So what the fuck are you doing? You
I'm
want
trying.
to raise the tariff on Mexico, which is dumb as fuck because
I'm trying to tell you what they're
buying a
doing.
new car right now, buying a new car right now in the US, 120,000, bro, it's the highest ever.
I'm trying to tell you what
So
they're
if
doing.
you raise the tariffs on Mexico right now, with Mexico is bringing your Ford, your GM, your Stellantis products to USA, what are you doing for the American people?
You don't know how
What are
racism
you
works.
doing?
You don't know how racism works. It
Ah,
means
racism is a whole different thing. We're talking about
that's what we are dealing.
inflation.
Yeah. Well,
No,
okay.
yeah,
While his words might be inflation, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you a million different ways. I'm trying to tell you. I have been begging and pleading and screaming and crying and writing and typing and talking in Spanish and English. I am trying to
mm,
describe to you the kind of person he is.
no,
Have you
I
ever been?
got you on that,
Now,
bro.
hold on. Have you ever been in a warlike situation? I'm trying to tell you that this person is not what he thinks you think he is. So when he
Mm,
comes, he says things like, "We're talking about tariffs." His mind isn't talking about tariffs. His mind is thinking about race. While everybody, especially white people, want to run away from what I'm saying, run,
mm,
hide. This is not something you could run and hide from because he's getting the highest position of the most powerful country. And this is what he is behind his eyes and behind his words. You know who I am, and I don't have to tell you
yeah.
who I am. You know I'm not going to come and try to kill somebody. You know I will defend. Well, I'm telling you, he's never been in a fight. And what he wants to do is send people to do his actions. He wants to be a stochastic terrorist. That's what he is. That's why those tariffs and shit don't matter. That's why the words he's saying don't add up to reality. Because that's who he truly is behind his eyes, underneath his skin, in his soul. That is who he is. I don't know when he became that way and how long he's become that way, but I know if we go back to his father and the way they used to treat and rent to tenants, and they used to talk about black
I
people and
don't
other people.
I
That's
don't
who he.
disagree with
What
you,
he is.
bro. I
It's
don't
just,
disagree with you.
and it's
You
hard to
know,
explain.
don't I don't disagree with you. The only thing that I think is better for the economy. Yeah, if you ask me in
Can't
that
be better
type of
than economy if
scenario.
he's nice science. He
But
could be.
no,
Okay,
yeah,
okay, look,
yeah.
he could.
But I
Okay,
mean,
look, he could be. He could
but
be.
it
But although he's had failings in his own businesses, we'll pretend with the fact because he has failed and has many bankruptcies. And he's created a lot of fraud in his company, which he's been convicted of. But we could pretend
yeah, bro.
he'll be
Like,
good. But I'll
yeah,
tell
I
you,
mean,
on the other hand, he's not good whenever he's going to allow viruses to attack the country. Things of which he talked to on speakerphone with RFK Jr.'s child in the room on speakerphone, and they recorded it live. And I shared it on my TikTok, and I shared it on my Facebook, and on my Instagram, and everything today. They colluded. They knew about the virus.
yeah.
He talked about, and he says it. I talked to you about this a long time ago. A long time. Like, coded messaging. I told you. And when you listen to it, you'll see it too. It's coded.
Mm.
It's coded. They tell you,
Well,
mafia people.
I mean,
I could speak coded. Like anybody can. The teacher in the military. Hey, hold on.
Well, look,
Do
this
all
is
that shit.
why. Look, a lot of people like Rolando. There because I have a lot of people that live in the Philippines, you know. But a lot of people in the Philippines don't understand that. USA is like basically. Man, I don't even want to say like I don't even know, bro. I'm probably talking too much over here.
No, you're okay.
But
No, USA is a
USA basically is managing the Philippines, you know.
yes.
So a lot of people live in the Philippines, they're coming to the Philippines, blah blah
USA tried to do it with
blah.
Iraq. Why Iran
And
became what it because
yes, man,
America was
and
trying to do it in Iraq and everywhere else.
bro, this is why a lot of people that never lived in in USA, bro. They think that the USA is the greatest thing that ever happened to the
Well,
Philippines.
yeah, no,
Hell
I mean
no.
it
Hell
can be,
no.
but dealing with we're still dealing with
Because
the race.
once the USA economy crashes, fucking with Mexico and shit. Don't fuck with Mexico. Mexico is doing um
It's a
bro,
mistake. It's just
80%. No. 80% trading goods come from Mexico,
I'm
not
saying
from
that's a
China.
mistake. I'm saying the mistake is to believe that that is what
No, no,
America
yeah. I got you on that. I
wants.
got you on that. But I'm just trying
Group
to make my
of racist
point, bro.
Americans that got control. That's all that is. America does not want that. I do not want that. As the top physical fitness person, as a veteran, as a student for forensics, as a lover of all people, that is not.
They don't have to hide. They don't have to hide. They're not, look, America can bomb anything. They're not going to win a trade war.
I'm telling you that this
Look,
isn't a trade war
listen,
for.
bro.
It's not a trade war like
Listen,
that.
bro.
Of course,
USA can have all,
we're
look,
not going to win because he doesn't want us to win. He wants us to lose. You don't. I'm trying to tell you that that's what's going on behind his eyes. It's not about a trade war to win. It's a trade war to ensure that we
yeah.
lose.
No, I got you.
That would
No, I
bother the
got you, bro.
president.
I got
No,
you.
this motherfucker doesn't care.
I got you. I got you. But look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if USA is gonna fucking bomb the whole world. They're not going to win a trade war. The only thing they're going to do, they're going to sit back on their economy because who is the world's, I'm gonna tell you again, like I said it before, who is the world's biggest exporter trader in the world? China. Who is the number one trader exporter in the world for USA? Mexico. And then who? Canada. So they don't want to start that shit. Even if they could look,
They're
listen,
getting ready to kill
even
us
if
all.
they could throw
They're
a
getting
bomb,
ready. They're getting
listen,
ready to
bro,
kill us.
listen,
They're
listen,
getting
listen.
ready to
It's not
kill us.
like it's not
That's why it doesn't matter.
listen,
They're getting ready to kill us over here.
exactly, exactly. Listen. We ain't talking about the 1950s no more. We ain't talking
No,
about
they're getting
1950s.
ready.
Oh, you
No,
got a
this is
gun and
what
I
his
got a
mind.
fucking
This is what his mind is, and they're
listen,
getting.
listen. Listen, bro. And I'm not talking out of my ass. Like I know my history. I know what I'm talking about. Mexico is the number one supplier for fucking USA.
I
So
haven't. I haven't denied.
it's listen. I know you have it. I have. It doesn't matter if USA, but this is the number one thing right now. If Mexico is gonna be a pussy and they're gonna let USA invade, go over there and do whatever they want, then USA is gonna do what they want. But if they're gonna fucking man up and be like, they're gonna be about business, nothing is gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the trade war, USA will never fucking win because USA has nothing. USA has nothing. USA consumes.
If that
USA is
if that mattered
listen,
in
listen.
If that
USA is a consumer country. They're not a productive. They don't product nothing. The USA is fucking dry. There's minimal shit right here. So USA can boast up and be like, I'm gonna be mean, blah blah blah. You can't fucking mean, but you can't, bro. You can't afford to do that.
and I
If there's
told
no
you
corruption, if there's no corruption in the other country can be like, man, you know what? Fuck you, bro. Like I said, Mexico is sending 80% everything that is made. The cars that you're driving, the Fords, Chevys, whatever, it's all made in Mexico, bro.
if that
So
matters.
why are you gonna
No,
attack? Why are you gonna attack? Why are you gonna attack a country that's sending 80% of your goods to your country?
because he's a racist.
I mean, he might be a fucking racist, but I mean, at this point, it doesn't
But
matter.
he
It's
doesn't give
it's
a
it's
fuck that
all a
I know. He doesn't give. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. He doesn't give a fuck that that's the truth. Like he didn't give a fuck that MERS and SARS existed before COVID-19, and want us to continue to argue about it. That is exactly why. There is no other reason. That is the reason. Because there isn't no other reason.
yeah.
That was the only reason, and it is based off of his own history.
Mm. It's all a chess move, you know. Mexico before they were with the corruption shit. Now they're not. Now we got presidents that actually standing up like, hey, you can't fucking come and tell me this, bro. If I'm bringing 80% of my goods to your country, making you money, hey, I deserve. It doesn't matter if I'm a government or not. Like this is another. It don't fucking matter. Chips, weed, whatever you want to call it. I'm bringing 80% of that shit to you. You don't want to fucking pay me.
Excuse me. Yeah, because they're used to stealing stuff like they did in Iraq. While
Mm.
I didn't know they
You
stealing
want to raise the taxes when I bring my
first.
own shit to you. What the fuck you talking about?
You know what they did to the Indians, right? They helped them. They brought the Indians, helped them
Mm.
with stuff and culture, whatever they needed to survive here, and then they betrayed them too. They lied to them. Racism.
Not, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what I would be more fun to watch the video of that way. No, I mean, this is what a lot of people don't understand, guys. Like, we're not here arguing. We're just having a debate. We're not, listening to all the viewers. We are
I mean,
not.
if there's not even like
This is
for me, there's no
this
debate.
this is my wait wait.
There's on
This
tariffs.
is
You know,
my
tariffs. I would let him know. I would let him take the floor, and then I would be like, "Hey, look, I don't know much. You can explain that." But
yeah, yeah.
almost
Wait,
all day I have so much information that I don't need to debate with somebody. I know these facts. This is my field of study and work and life. I'm 38 years old now, and I've been
no,
not
yeah,
just
yeah. I
facts,
got you.
military, fitness, and look, I'm
Mm.
still in shape and everything, and I'm still smart as fuck and still quick witted. I'm telling you,
Guys,
I know, I know.
guys, this is
Or
yeah, I know, I
I'm
know.
not,
Give me a second, give me a second.
if I say something true,
Guys,
he's
this
already
is
when he talks about tariffs, he
yeah,
never
yeah.
says about tariffs because I don't know, so I didn't argue with
Guys,
him.
this is my brother-in-law. He's an ex-military from USA. All right. We are
Thanks.
not argue like we're not I don't know how
We're
to say it. Like we're not, you know what I'm
contention.
saying? Like this is just
There might be contention around
uh,
understanding of things, but there's
sorry,
not.
but that doesn't work like that. We're just having a friendly debate, guys. We're just sharing options. It's not for y'all to come out here and fight. No, 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 no. Don't come out here. We're not. Don't put any hateful shit on the comments.
Oh, I'm not worried about them. Yeah, I'm not worried about
No,
them. What I'm saying.
no, no, no. Yeah, I know. But I'm just telling them because they're confused. They never seen you before.
That's okay. I mean,
Uh,
they
you
get
know,
confused. Hey, look, let me introduce myself. Okay, give me a second.
my brother,
Uh,
this is my brother-in-law. He spent a lot of time in the military. and we're just sharing ideas and things like that, guys. You know, this
So,
is not to hate on nothing. You know,
so
this is
here,
not
let me
a
do it
lot
real
of
fast.
people that watch my a lot of people that watch my channel. We are I'm not about that. We're not about, oh, we're
Most
gonna hate
don't
China. We're gonna hate, no. Okay, go
most
ahead.
don't have. That's okay. Here, hi everyone. My name is Adam Albino. I'm from Huntsville, Texas. Whenever I was 5 years old, the system here took my dad wrongfully. My dad told me while he was working for the state, they took him, and he told me to come after minorities every election cycle before they took him while he worked for the state. And I was a little kid. I didn't want to believe it was true. I grew up. I went to the army, became the best physical fitness person. They sent me to Iraq. Came back. Here we now got Google and maps, and I look up something I heard
Mhm.
about whenever I started finding out about the Book of Enoch and that it was in the Ethiopian Bible. Then I dug
Yeah.
deeper. I like studying wide things. I'm studying forensic analysis. So whenever I get into scripture when I go to church, I'm like, well, why not look into this extra archaeological, historical stuff and see if there's anything to it? And it got to the point where I found
Mhm.
I was in Iraq in that time frame, 2003, 2004, 5 area. Um, I was in '06 to
Yeah.
'08. But anyways, the point
Something
is
like that.
that they had found. Well, I'm saying I was in '06 to '08, but I didn't go to Iraq till around that time, right? So '06, '08.
Mhm.
But before that, in 2003, in April, an article came out stating that they had found the tomb of Nimrod. This is what's pissing me off. This is the thing. This is the thing that opened the door for me knowing what they are up to. And so when I found out about Nimrod, I was like, no way. Then I had this maybe baby mama. She was a lawyer. And she said, hey, look at this. And she pointed me about the Nimrod thing. And so whenever I saw that and I dug deeper, I ended up finding the temple of Nimrod. They said where writing first began. Well, these things would be those questions that we have that people don't answer for us rightfully because of their own racial reasons. Well, these are those answers that we want to know. So then I come to find out that the locals there were talking about soldiers, which would be under confidentiality notices because they're soldiers, were taking walls
Oh
off
yeah, yeah.
of Gilgamesh and they put them in the British Museum, of which anybody online, unless your country restricts it, can go to the British Virtual Museum and look at the Akkadian walls and you can see them. And now you know where they got them. And in that same area, in that same Iraq, that area was Uruk. That's where that Gilgamesh thing was. In Al Qurna, Iraq, is the tree of
Oh,
knowledge, or what they refer to as the tree of knowledge, Adam's tree of knowledge. But nearby is the ziggurat in Ur, of which they say Moses was born
thank
on.
you guys.
The Sumerian peoples thing. And then behind that temple, the ziggurat, almost right behind it, is a place called Eridu, and that's where Adam was. That's where Adam is from. It's called the myth of Adapa, but
Thank
it's real. Sometimes they make myths or stories that are real. Like we used to say Troy was a myth, but it wasn't a myth. It was real. And they found the cities
you.
on top of cities buried under cities. And so I'm finding out that some things that were myth
Give me.
are not. And it makes me worry and wonder about the Book of Enoch because the Book of Enoch put me on game to send me on this path to a trajectory back in time further until I found the ancient culture of where we come from, the Sumerians, and then where all this shit comes from, our religion and stuff. And so with the Sumerians, there's
Yeah.
some Akkadians that lived in Babylon, and the Akkadians came. I'm sorry, the Sumerians had a cupbearer. I guess somebody that holds the cup, and his name is Sargon. They called him Sargon the Great, and he betrayed them, and he ended up bringing his people from Babylon and taking over the Sumerian people, who were a pretty badass culture because he knew about them. See, that's why the Book of Enoch is missing from our Bibles because
Yeah.
it's the method of which Trump used. There's over 200 people
Thank
or
you,
more,
man.
right? 200 angels fallen in the Book of Enoch. The fallen angels, the Watchers, the Nephilim. Am I right? Is Trump not a giant in stature? Like his height, isn't he not tall? It makes me wonder a little bit because he had almost 200 people or more within our own system betray us. Similar story of the people in heaven and the betrayers, the Watchers, because they knew how heaven worked, and then they went and they betrayed God. That's why they can't
Yeah.
tell you the story. That story matches almost like, other than if you take all the angelic and all that stuff away, the story matches exactly to what Trump did. That's why it pisses me off. And the only way I know is because I fucking somehow, because maybe baby mama put me on to Gilgamesh, the Book of Enoch, because I guess he's mentioned in there, and some that and back to Samaria. That's how I found out that we were fucking still in temple walls. And
Hey,
then I
listen,
found out that
brother.
a hand. It was no, it was a tablet, the dream tablet of Gilgamesh, and they tried to bring it into the country. And I remembered the article, and you go find the article, and that's when I found out that yeah, they had tried to bring it in. The FBI caught them. They didn't have the proper paperwork and documentation. And now in Iraq, you can Google and look it up. The dream tablet is back at home in the Museum of Iraq,
Hey,
and so
brother.
that's real. It's there at the Museum of
Hey,
Iraq now. All of that must be
hey,
real.
brother.
All of
Hey, hey,
that.
brother. Quick. Quick pause, real quick. We got a lot of people want to show you love, man. We got Mian Good. It says infantry, cavalry, artillery, which arms. And then he says, "May his souls be blessed." So we got some people showing you love, man.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Orlando wants to say he loves you. Leon wants to say, "Hey, he's here for you, man."
Taylor, I see
And then Taylor says,
guns
"Tell
and fought for this country. Yes, yes, yes. So you know what I
Taylor
mean.
says I gave birth to
Great,
yeah."
because you have children that
Taylor
know.
says I gave
Go ahead. I didn't.
Taylor says I gave birth to two sons who fought for this country, and I'm blessed to have gotten them back. Wow! Shout out Taylor.
Blessed to be back, and you're blessed to have them back. And I know the feeling that they must have if they left and they went overseas, and they were there for a year. The feeling is it felt like you were never coming back home. And so when you're home, you do what you can to protect it and love and keep that love. And if you try, but somebody is trying to destroy that. But yes, I definitely respect the fact that your son's joined the military. Go ahead.
They could be me and good. I think I'm saying that right. Am I saying that right? Let me know I'm saying that right.
Mayango,
Uh,
Amir, but there might be
me
some
and
pronunciation
good.
used to.
You think I'm saying that right or what?
I think it's close enough that they won't feel disrespected. You're not trying to disrespect them or nothing. I think
Ah,
Mayango
okay. So yeah, they
or
show
Mr.
mad love to you, bro. Like, yeah, they show mad love to you, respects and everything, man. They want to uh appreciate everything you done for USA, man. You know, as a
I,
former military.
I love my family and I love people, but now what I'm doing for sure is for like all people everywhere. It's not just for America. Like I happen to live here, but I know that we come from the Iraq area and then further back to Africa and Manu Cave 1 and Manu Cave 2. So I mean those are some ideas and
Mm.
Lucy, one of the oldest archaeological finds of a Homo sapien
Yeah.
upright. So there was the Denovians. I know there was the Paleolithic man, different versions as we evolved. I know evolution's real, even though my state tries to pretend it's not real. They made me take a class called class of behavior modification class.com, which acknowledges it is real. That if you were to able to look in the brain, like Thoth, who was the person of the Book of the Dead in Egypt, Thoth the Atlantean, different story. But either way, we reference the reptilian brain, which you still have, the mammalian brain, which you still have,
Mm,
and the prefrontal cortex, which makes you a
mm,
Homo sapien of the sort that you are. Maybe the other ones had their prefrontal cortexes, but they weren't as inclined as ours. And then their biology probably wasn't, their DNA probably wasn't as mm, capable of defending them from whatever it was, the elements and the disease,
oh
whatever.
yeah, man.
That's why those aren't alive. The Nobians and Paleolithic man, but we are. And yeah, they interbred. But, these things, we're all connected.
Mm,
That's what I mean whenever I was trying to tell my boy here, it's all connected. They want us to be disconnected, so they give us different religions. When they talk about Babel, Tower of Babel, I start thinking about that maybe these people were connecting and talking about their their cultural beliefs and maybe some things that didn't add up with whatever their leader Sargon or whoever the Akkadian that took over Sumeria
mhm,
was doing. I don't know, but I know that that's what it feels like. It feels like they've divided our religion. So you got Sumerian, then you got Christian, then you've got no, you got Sumerian, then you got Jewish, then you got Christian, then you got Muslim. And they all borrowed all the way back to Sumerian. So we've all been divided by culture for economic gain. And these white people, they could be cool because a lot of the brown people and everybody around here, we've been having to mix it up and make things happen. But some of the white
yeah.
people are just so racist that when they hear that dog whistle from Trump, they hear the
The
trumpet
dog
sound,
whistle.
going to heaven. That's their thought. They're going to heaven now, like heaven on earth.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
It, it uh, it's very hard, bro. To take to decide on what you're doing, blah blah blah. But ah,
It was easier when I was younger and I was dumber. It was easier because I would just
yeah,
go with whatever the flow was, and usually the flow was being syncretic to whoever the person was with the most money. But since I ended up being the best fitness
but
person, like some small injuries, I get a little bit of money every month, and I get to survive off of that, to where I can focus in on what the rich people are doing. Because while they're online all the time, guess what? I'm online watching them, studying them, like giving
but
them a whole forensic background analysis on them specifically to see what they're up to. And because they're so, they're like a different animal. They're so rich, they're like a
mm,
different animal. And because they're so rich and they're a different animal, they
mm.
see you as a different animal. They see you as
Oh,
that they can infect or step on.
let
Not all
me
of them.
let me
The ones right now,
hold
the
that
ones
thought, bro. Hold that thought, bro. Let me just read this comments real quick if it's okay with you.
that it.
Wait. Let me see where we left off. Hey, we got so many comments. We got so many comments out here supporting our soldier.
Woo!
Oh shit! Oh, brothers, got me now. Got a call. My father's calling me. See you perhaps some other time. Got you subscribe. Okay, man. Okay. We got a new subscriber. Me. I don't even know how to say that.
People, I'm here.
Me Angu. How do you say that, bro? Me
People,
Angu.
I'm
Why?
here. Hamza. That is
Oh man. Okay, the next comment I get is some except problems are cool. Okay. S Taylor. It says you are both my brothers. I love you both. Ah, I love you so much too. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Taylor, for coming in the live. Man, we appreciate you for giving you all your feedback. We love you too, Taylor.
I love you.
Bianco says my background is also from military. That's why I asked your arms. Wow.
He said, "What is it? Why did he ask something about? Were you talking about like the tattoo? Like said arm. Some
I don't know. He says
but
my
a,
background is also military.
a soldier and a what do you call it? And a fireman. And so whenever you do like this,
Wow.
when you do like this, he's praying.
Oh yeah. So he says, yeah, bye bye. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. That's
You
from Miangul. I don't even know how to say
know,
that name. Miangul.
that works. There's a guy Hamza. I think he was on what was that? Baki Hamza. Is that right? Hamza.
Baki? Let me see.
Yeah,
My
it's an
background is
fighting show.
well, the next comment says
Meditation is
John
very. I
Neil.
think that's a universal religion. Um, uh, it's not always spoken, so that makes it harder whenever I guess maybe somebody's speaking. You can do meditation with speaking. You do meditation without speaking. You can do it with noise or no noise.
Maybe.
But no, that's the way it can be done. But for the most part, outside of meditation, the only way that we really communicate very well is through talking. But through meditation, we could calm the spirit, and two people can end up communicating better if they both do it. It'd be helpful if
I
everybody
I am.
get on the
I
same
don't even
frequency.
know how you say this.
I am,
It
but
says they don't want you to know you are a God
I'm
made flesh
Puerto Rican. That's
kingdom
all.
of heaven.
I love white people too. I just need you to know, for all of you that's
Wow.
white, or for all of you people in general, I am half white. My mom is white. But know that my mom, the blonde hair, blue eyed woman,
Nah, nah, nah,
whenever,
nah.
whenever I went on Facebook
Nah, 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 nah. You're half Chinese.
or something, she blocked me. When I went to go and tell her about a truth, like say MERS and SARS, the predecessors to COVID, she blocked me. My own mom.
Who?
So
Who
I believe
did?
my mom, blonde hair, blue
Wait,
eyes,
wait, 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 wait. Who blocked you?
my mom,
Your mom.
my mom.
Your mom blocked you
Hmm.
from social media?
Because I tried to tell her a truth
Wow.
that was going against Trump's lie. My own mom.
Wow. That's
Why?
a
Why
different
did I listen?
experience for
Right?
sure.
Why did my dad not block me? My dad's Puerto Rican. Huh. Maybe there's something to do with that. But
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I
my
know your
mom
dad.
bought into this guy because he's white and he
Mhm.
looks like her. He lied to her. And I
Your
tried to
dad's
tell
so,
my mom,
bro, your
I'm trying
dad's so
to
fucking
tell her,
cool, bro. I love your dad. Like, man, I don't care what people say or other, man,
yes.
your
And
dad is
then
awesome to
put
me, man.
through hell. But
Your
put him
dad
through
is
hell
awesome, bro. Yeah,
if I don't
yeah,
like
man, like, people that are not immigrants and like living out here, they gonna know that shit, you know what I'm saying? But man, I know the struggle, bro. Like, man, your dad, he a real life dude, bro. I know. Man, your dad is I don't even know how to say, bro. When I was out there struggling, bro, like I always ran up to your dad and your dad was like, "Hey, you want some
him.
coffee?"
He's been
Like
there
he
for us.
offered me,
Food, a
yeah, yeah,
soda, a lot of money. The thing is about my
man,
dad is he doesn't have a lot of money,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he can to take care of you just like I would. But
Your
these other
dad, bro.
people out there have a lot of money and they won't do shit for you. They'll look at you like you're fucking dirt. That is the problem that we're having. The upper class wants to smash the middle class so that all that's left over is the lower class, meaning slave.
Mhm.
You get it?
Yeah,
That's
nah, your dad's a beautiful person, bro. Man, shout out to your dad, man. I wish I can, man. I wish your dad's a beautiful person, man. I can't go back. I can't go back and have the same experiences no more,
I don't have to ask China about
because I'm
COVID.
not capable.
Give me
But
2 seconds. To I am.
uh,
I am.
yeah,
To I hold on. To I am. I really am. I am. And I'm going to tell you, the MERS and SARS existed between
mhm,
2001 and 2004. If you are going to ask me to ask China, then you're not the I am. I am. Because I just told you where it came from. It was a
mhm.
zoonotic disease that deals with the different foods and the different nature of how they live in the closest and the proximity of their fish markets, supermarkets, and all those different kinds of animals.
Yeah. Let me
Yeah, and
see
that, the
right
whole
now.
the best country you could become who you want, not whenever Nazis are taking over and corrupting our system. But otherwise, yeah, I can. I can. I was their best physical fitness person. It's the only thing they couldn't stop. And they could lie to me about this and they could lie
Mhm.
about that about me. But the one thing that they couldn't stop is me getting this coin right here and being their best physical fitness person. That's the one from a 4-star general, 5 stars a president. That's the one thing that they could not take from me because I whooped their fucking ass. But when
Yeah,
you're dealing with
man.
race, they're gonna make up anything. How am I not in the Olympics or anything else? Because they halted me, they stalled me. Because I would beat
Yeah.
all their white people, all their brown people, and everybody.
Don't worry
Everybody
about,
have
bro.
to put their
Don't
money.
worry about this shit, bro. We got,
Well, I mean, I wanted to.
we gotta make this shit happen,
Oh, of course I
bro.
am. I'm not negative. I'm being positive. I'm just letting you know what they're
You
doing.
know,
I get away with the future. The
bro.
only way I get away with living in the future and helping you guys is if you help me make sure that they don't take you and they don't take me.
No,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. Of course, of course. Look, listen. Of course, we all want to help each other, but hey, when
It's
everything
not
is
about.
against
I
you, you,
like. Sorry, I like traveling. I like the concept of intergalactic travel. I like martial arts. I like all that. I would like to be able to intergalactically travel. And I know that there's a concept of a wormhole they found. I know that might be kind of deep for everybody else, but without
yeah,
getting, I'm saying that there's all these concepts for the knowledge that you want. I have it. I know how uncomfortable that is to believe that somebody out there can't, but I do. But if I'm missing something like tariffs, I would pick it up from the person that has it,
mhm,
right? And if I detected a lie, I wouldn't listen to that person. But
So,
yeah,
for example,
like
how can I fix this? How can I fix this problem right now?
yeah, there's always a way. Do you think of like when we think about martial arts, people learn moves to attempt to figure out how they can win. That's what you watch Conor McGregor and all those other motherfuckers do, you know. And so, like, if I was going to show
Ah,
a how we
I
resolve it, block this way, chop the side of the neck, the
I
crotch, go to sleep, boom, right? Or get both sides, and you got both going to sleep.
I mean, when it comes, uh,
You gotta
look,
know how.
bro, when it comes to it, it's
What,
all money. It's all money, you know. So, how are you gonna convince? How are you gonna convince the
no,
people out here to, you know, let's be real. How are you gonna convince the people out here? Because that is all
this is how.
money. When it
This
comes
is
to
how.
higher
This is how. I know how.
communication,
I know how. I know how. The money's there. Okay. The thing is, the money has been there, and what happened is, in the 1970s, you had Kennedy and you had Lyndon B. Johnson. Kennedy got shot because he was pushing the Civil Rights Act. Slightly before then, we had the Golden Era, which was run by a Republican, and it was fine. Corporations were paying roughly 90%. It was okay, but it was a white world.
mm,
Whenever it got down to the 1970s, people started smoking and getting together and smoking some weed and everything. Weed helped people relax. Well, white people didn't like that, and they still had a mission that they wanted to accomplish. They
of
have like
course, white people are not gonna
no,
like that.
no, like I mean, these people have an under table mission
Yeah,
that I haven't seen it, but I can detect it, and I've seen pieces
nah,
of it. But here it is.
white people
The,
are
the certain
they're
white
never
people,
gonna like that shit.
the certain white people that are racist that want to remain that way, they want world domination. And they're going to use Israel if they can help Israel and help Israel creep out into getting all the other countries and stuff like that. Those other countries, like say Iran and Saudi Arabia or other places and stuff, not necessarily they were going after Saudi Arabia, but like okay, Yemen, the people in Yemen are supposedly the family members of Muhammad. So the people that are the royal family in Saudi Arabia are not even Muhammad's family. They relate somewhere in the distant, like relatives kind of figure, but they are not his relatives. They push those people out. They live in Yemen. Those people fight to defend Palestine, those people fighting the Americans and stuff. Those are Muhammad's people. So this tells you America wants to dominate the world. So that's not America. The white racist Americans want to dominate everything, while the other half of cool mixed white, brown, black people are like, it's cool the way it is. Everybody hold your ground and live where you live. Come and visit, travel, and enjoy this and enjoy the culture
We,
and the food. The other people want to smile in your face, shake your hand, and figure out how to take what you have. And they've been that way for a long time. Go ahead.
yeah, nah, yeah, that's how it is over here, man. All that people wanna come, hey, man, you bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like this
Like,
is what Mike's saying. He says that this guy knows everything. He's going to let you talk. I mean, you can let somebody talk, but if you guys want to learn something, like it's not going to be a debate. You're not going to, there's not, with me sitting here in front of you, you can debate, but the answer you're going to find out is still going to be like if it's tariffs, he might get that one. But on all the other stuff, if you dig that information out, well, you're going to find what I found. That's why I talk so much.
mm,
We're down here 90 minutes.
hell yeah. Let them know, cuz, let them know. We ain't going nowhere. Let them know.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
I just gotta let
that's
them.
the problem. Yeah, hell yeah. Let's go. That's the problem with a lot of people that they want to come out here like, we about to do this, about to nah, hell no. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it works, bro. That's not how it fucking works, you know?
No, we didn't.
a
We didn't come this far. Like if you
lot
study
of
history,
people
come back. Like what happens is this is what it feels like when I studied history over the last. Not just I'm not done. I still do it, and I got to refresh all the time too. But if you go all the way back in history studying, it feels like you're on a fucking motorcycle looking left and right and seeing the fucking past. And then when you start putting the pieces back together, as you start coming back, as you start like absorbing the information, right? So what you read is like you're traveling through time backwards. And when you stop reading and you kind of try to focus in on the world around you, you start absorbing what you're reading. And what you start to see is the world around you for what it is and realize where you are
Yeah.
in that storyline of which you just read. And that's what I've been trying to fill you guys in on. And that's how I know what Trump is, because the history from like ancient history to now drives home a message. These kind of people have been there.
Mm-hmm.
People that wrote their different scriptures, whenever they talk about like the seven-headed beast or this or whatever, they're talking about their enemy, a actual nation of that time that they had to fight against. That's it. They couldn't just say, "Hey, it was these guys." For the most part. Hey, I'm gonna let you go, brother. It's getting late, and I still got to keep studying. Figured if I,
Oh
do a
yeah.
call.
Ah, it's good.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll
it's
take.
good, bro.
Love you, man.
Take
Thank
it
you for taking.
easy, man.
I'll see you later. Maybe mañana.
All right.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to end it. I don't know. Hold on a second. I'll do these a lot.
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know either.